Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, my name is Ty Sterling, and this is where I'll be talking everything personal finance, investing, and helping you build your wealth the smart way. Let's lock in, man. So today, I'm going to talk to you about the biggest mistakes I made as a beginner investor. The mistakes that I made will help save you time, money, and will just get you on the right path. It's only right we start with number one, chasing the hottest stock at the moment. So when I first started, I used an app called Trading 212, and I still do till this day. And on their platform, they have a section with the hottest stocks. I used to just invest money into these hottest stocks. I was like, oh, it's gone up by 50%. Let's put money into that stock. And boy, was I wrong. I didn't know anything about the companies. Again, I had no link. They had no link to me at all. All I saw was that it was in the green. It was up by 50%, let's say, for example. And I was just investing. And as you can imagine, I did make a big mistake here because I didn't know the fundamentals of investing. One lesson I would say I definitely learned from this is that if you're investing into a stock, make sure you know the fundamentals. Like, for example, what does that company do? Are they making any profit? What's their revenue like? What's their PE ratio? Understand these things first. That way, when you do go into investing, it's based off of your judgment and not what you've seen online. So the second biggest mistake I would say making as a beginner investor is trying to time the market. I used to think, oh, let me wait for the next crash, or oh, that stock's too high to invest into. I need to wait for it to dip again. And in reality, you can't time the market. You don't know what's going to happen next week, tomorrow. You don't know. So what I had to learn is that I just need to start investing now, get into it, start small, and use a strategy which I currently use, which is called dollar cost averaging. And one lesson I definitely learned from this is that time in the market beats time in the market, and consistency in the market will always beat perfect timing. So number three, another rookie mistake that I made is not diversifying. When I first started investing, all I invested into was American stocks. So the big names, like you've got the Google, Apple, Tesla, Meta, you name it. If it was an American stock, I'd be investing straight into it. And as we've seen in current events, that not diversifying can put an absolute massive hit onto your portfolio. So now I am a lot more diversified. I'm into different sectors within investing, and also invest in different countries. So not just US stocks. I have stocks across the globe. A nice and easy way to diversify your investments is to, instead of investing in an individual stock, it's to look into something called ETFs or index funds. This is where you're investing in multiple companies within one fund. And that way you're able to manage your risk and stay diversified. Mistake number four, ignoring fees. So when I first started investing, I was just using any platform that would allow me to invest. So you've got the likes of Vanguard, and you've got Trading 212, you've got InvestEngine, you've got so many platforms out there for you. And one thing I didn't realize is that some of these platforms charge you a fee. And yes, when you're only investing 10, £100 a month, £100 a week, etc., it may not seem like the fees are a lot, but as a beginner investor, you want to be paying minimal fees, if not any fees at all. You want to just learn the ropes. You want to understand how investing works. You don't want to be getting your money taken from fees. So this is something I would definitely say look out for, is the fees that these platforms charge. So this leads me straight on to mistake number five, investing but with no plan. Right, so when I started investing, I used to just, like I said, any spare cash, just put it into my investment portfolio. I thought, yep, I'm just going to watch this money grow. Again, I was just chasing any hot stock. I didn't have a plan. And the issue with this is that once I built up some money over time, I would just withdraw that money. I was treating my stocks and shares ISA as if it was a savings account. Again, I didn't have a plan. And this is a key mistake that I feel like a lot of beginner investors are making out there, is that they are investing with no plan. So once I've started to realize the seriousness of investing, I definitely needed to have a type of plan as to what I am investing for. So for example, I'm a long-term investor. I'm investing for my retirement. I'm investing for early retirement, let's say, for example. Um, I don't plan to take the money that I've invested now out of my portfolio until the next 10 to 15 years. So that kind of gives me enough time to maybe take more risks now, rather than someone who may be a bit older than me, who might have a different plan. So I would definitely suggest, before you start investing, to think about, what is your plan? Are you saving for a new home? Are you saving for retirement? Are you saving for your child? Because that way you'll be able to understand what your risk tolerance is. And then that way you will be able to make informed decisions to know whether investing is for you. Next mistake I made was letting my emotions take the lead. So when I initially started investing, as soon as I saw my portfolio dipping, I started panicking. I wanted to sell the stock as soon as. I didn't care if I lost the money. It was just like an emotion that came over me. I was just scared to lose all of it. So I'd rather lose, let's say, £10 than lose the whole £50, for example. And I really had to learn that investing whilst having that emotion with money, they don't mix. You know, when you're investing, it's like an up and down roller coaster. You're going to have good days, you're going to have bad days, but you've got to be able to kind of channel your emotions. You've got to be able to relax and understand that there is a bit of turmoil within the stock market, within the world, and events that are out of our control can affect the stock market. But it's all about your mindset. Again, if you've got a solid plan, you should never panic, because hopefully at the end of your plan, you'll reap the benefits of what you've obviously planned throughout. So yeah, do not lead with emotions when investing into the stock market. The final mistake that I made when investing was simply just not investing soon enough. I used to think, oh, I need to have a lot of money to start investing, or I don't know anything about investing, so I can't start. But to be honest with you, I think the best thing I ever done was to start investing. Yes, I made a lot of mistakes along the way, but without these mistakes, I wouldn't be at the place I am now. Right, so what do I do differently now? So today I follow a simple, low stress investing strategy. So one point I do is I invest regularly, no matter what the market is doing. So whether the market is up or down, I'm always investing. Next, I keep my costs very low. So like I said, I invest with Trading 212 and their fees are very low. I also diversify. So diversification is very key, so that if anything is happening in one part of the world or in one sector, you will not affect, your portfolio will not be damaged completely, because you're in different sectors, you're in different countries, etc. So always diversify. Now, again, with regards to my emotion and the stock market, I understand it more. So I am not emotional when investing. I'm not emotional if it's completely down. We just, to be honest with you, we see those as opportunities, should we say. We see those as opportunities. And finally, I think with regards to my strategy is just to always keep learning. I'm a student of the game. I am by no means perfect when it comes to investing. I have not made millions from investing. I've still got a very long way to go. So even me doing things like this just helps with regards to me investing into the stock market and learning more, so I can share it with you guys. Now, it would be nice to hear from you. Drop in the comments any mistakes that you've made along your way when you're investing, or even mistakes that you've heard others have made. Let's share this so that any beginner investors watching this video don't make these silly mistakes that either myself or others that have viewed this video have made. If you found this video helpful, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and pass this on to someone who is either thinking about investing or has just recently started, because I'm sure they'll be able to benefit from some of the gems that I've listed there.